Are you constantly feeling drained, overwhelmed, or taken advantage of? It might be time for you to check your boundaries. Hey Exploder, it's me again, Itu the Dynamite Coach, and welcome to day 6 of your Glow from Within challenge. Today we are talking about boundaries. A lot of people grew up in very challenging circumstances, especially households that had chaos or neglect. They end up growing up becoming people pleasers, hoping that they will not repeat the traumas of the past. So, what do? They sacrifice their own self for the sake of peace. But what you're actually doing is that you are chipping away at your own peace of mind, and that affects you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Contrary to popular belief, boundaries are not walls. They are a way to teach people on how to respect us. In as much as I'm saying they are not walls, but imagine a house that doesn't have a fence outside or a wall. Anyone can come in and out, anyone can do as they please, and who suffers? The people that stay in the house. So your house, which is your mental health, that doesn't have boundaries where you sacrificing yourself or you saying yes to things that you're not supposed to be saying yes to, that ends up hurting who? You. So if you want to start glowing from within, it is time for you to say no to the things that drain you so that you can start saying yes to the things that are going to nourish you. Growing up, I used to be very afraid of saying no. After I said no, I used to be very guilty and feel like I have to explain myself. As I grew up, I understood that no, it's a full sentence. You don't have to say no, I can't because. Because guys, remember, the boundary is yours. Me as a person, my job is to push it. And if you allow me, I'm going to continue pushing it until it falls down. So for example, the boundary is sitting here. I'm going to push it like this. If you don't push back, I'm going to push again. Before you know it, that boundary is gone. So you cannot go around and saying people are overstepping the boundaries if you do not keep them firm. They are yours. They are for you to keep firm, not for me to keep firm. So if you set your boundaries, they are your responsibility. If you say, I will not be treated like this anymore, when somebody treats you in a certain way, it is your responsibility to prove to yourself that you will not be treated like that anymore. You cannot expect the world to change because of you have now decided that you have boundaries, right? So let's say, for example, you have a partner that has now disrespected you this whole time because you decided to wake up one morning to say, I have boundaries. Then you're expecting this person to change. They won't. So when you say you have boundaries, you must make sure that people know that you have boundaries by doing what? No, not by talking about them, but by sustaining them and maintaining them and making sure that they stay firm. So if this partner is used to doing whatever and there are no consequences, do you think he's going to respect your boundaries? No. It's not his job, anyways. It is your job to respect your own boundaries. Another thing that people that struggle with lack of boundaries suffer with is resentment. Why? Because you are busy saying yes to everything. The minute you ask a favor or you ask for help from somebody and that person says no, you end up resenting them. Why? Because you think that people don't have a right to say no to you because you always say yes. And you always feel like no one is there for you. You feel like you are doing this life thing alone because you are everything to everybody. You are always there. You are always available for people, but nobody is there for you. Well, it seems that way because of you have built up resentment. So the problem is not the people that are not there for you. The problem is you who wants to be everything to everybody. That will only leave you exhausted and very resentful. From now onwards, I want you, before you say yes to anyone, say, I will think about it. That is the one thing that has taught me how to stop being a people pleaser, right? Obviously, after doing the internal work, because you need to know where does this come from or what wound are you hoping to heal by being a people pleaser. So that's where the work is, right? But while you're trying to maneuver and in the meantime, until you come for the one-on-one and we find where does this thing come from, before that moment, right? Now you're at a moment where for today, I want to do something. I want to heal. I want to walk a certain direction. For today, before you say yes to anything, just say, I will come back to you and give yourself at least 24 to 48 hours to not answer. Learn to say, I'll think about it. Can I please come back to you on that? can I return? Because this will give you the space to think truly, do I want to do this thing, or I'm doing it because of I feel compelled? And when you say no, I want you to know that it is okay to feel guilty. It is okay to feel bad for saying no, especially if you are not used to saying no. What will you do with that guilt? You sit with it. Guys, feelings are meant to be felt. They are meant, you sit with it. It rather eats you, you'd rather journal, but what you're not going to do is to agree very quickly. It's okay. Allow yourself to feel feelings. I think the problem now with the society is that we want to get out of things very quickly. The minute you feel uncomfortable, you immediately want to get out instead of learning how to soothe yourself, how to sit with something and see where it takes you. See, and triggers are an opportunity for you to heal. So when you're feeling a trigger, when you're feeling the guilt, this is an opportunity for you to ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to teach me? Where is it taking me? Instead of rushing to soothe the emotion, rushing to get away. Let me give you an example. Someone has asked you to help them with something. Let's say they ask for money. You have the money, but you know that this person is taking advantage of you, right? The first thing is going to be, okay, let me give you. Even when you know that you don't want to, like, okay, let me give you. Now, this time around, you say, my money is occupied, so let me see if I can do it. Please, I'll come back to you. Give me a few days. I'll come back to you. I get it. We are learning to sit with our feelings instead of quickly saying yes. I'll come back to you. Let me see what I can do. Ne? 24 hours. Then you remember, man. No, man. This person, as I'm busy giving them money, doesn't come back, or it doesn't feel right. I feel like she's taking advantage of me and whatever. What are you going to do? You're going to come back and say, hey, listen, man, I thought I could do it, but I really, really can't. Sorry. What's going to happen? Guilt is going to come up. Guilt is going to come up. So you sit with that guilt and say, guilt, what are you trying to teach me? Why are you here? Where do you come from? Why am I feeling guilty for not helping this person? Because guys, you're not obliged to help everybody in the world. You will not be able to be everything to everyone. Even when you have your money, it's your money, and it's okay for you to say, I can't. Also, another thing with people pleasers that they don't realize is that they are enablers. They become the enabler, because now you're not giving this person a chance to make another plan. If I have somebody that is continuously giving me money whenever I want to, do you think I'm going to think about a plan or a business to start, or trying to go find work? Even if it's working, go garage or doing car wash. People won't think about those things because of you are also always there when I'm Samaria. You're always there, but deep down inside, you know that this thing is killing you. Who are you trying to fool? You or them? So today, we are going to work with boundaries. You only say yes when you need to say yes. You say no when you have to say no. And remember that no is a full sentence. It doesn't need to come up with an explanation. You can just say, Nkasehoni, I will not be able to make it. I can't do that. It's a full sentence. You don't need to explain yourself. Okay? Here's one. Are we all clear? Boundaries are there to protect you. If you do not teach me how to treat you, then I will treat you the way that I want. It is your responsibility to teach people how to treat you, especially if they are treating you badly. It is up to you to say, I will tolerate this and I will not tolerate that. And you back it up with actions. You don't just say it because you are angry. Tomorrow you've forgotten and then you do something different. You pick it up. Okay? Okay. Today is short, sweet, and simple. Boundaries. Exercise number 1. I want you to go and look at your life and wonder, which part of my life feel very draining? Because draining and resentment are a sign that something is off, right? So which part of my life feels really draining right now? Do I have friendships that feel very draining? Do I have relationships that feel draining? Where do I feel drained in my life? So you're going to check that. Then secondly, you're going to ask yourself, where do I feel resentment in my life? So out of everyone in my life right now, who do I feel resentment towards? And we are very quick sometimes to say, no, I'm fine. I don't. This is not the time for you to be bogoto and be strong. This is not the time. It's the time for you to face yourself. Face yourself and be honest with yourself so that you are able to heal. Okay? So if there's any resentment, if when you think about someone and then there's that in your heart, that sourness, that is resentment. So you're going to ask yourself, in my entire life, who do I resent? If this person is still active and very available in your life right now, ask yourself why. Because sometimes when you say yes too much to somebody and then they don't return the favor, that creates resentment. Yeah? You ask that, just journal about it, notice it, and acknowledge that situation. Okay? When you're done with that, you're going to ask yourself, what 3 boundaries do I need to set from today onwards? What 3 boundaries? What I don't want you to do is to now drop dead tomorrow because of you are so exhausted trying to be Jesus for everybody. You are not Jesus. You are not Jesus. I get cool. So that is the homework for today. Which part of my life is draining me? Who am I feeling resentment towards? And thirdly, what 3 boundaries do I need to set today? And when you're done, you're going to take your tracker and go to day number 6 and write E because you would have completed your 3 exercises for the day. Then remember, we are drinking 2 liters of water every day. So then you're going to write W. And then when you're done with that, you're going to go and pray. I want you to pray and ask God to help you work through your boundaries. If you're struggling with guilt, if you're struggling with saying no, if you're struggling with people pleasing, I want you to go and pray about it. And even after today, when you've said no and you're feeling that guilt, learn to invite God into it. Learn to tell him to say, I'm struggling. Please give me the strength to sit with this emotion until I make it to the other side. Don't be quick to get out of those feelings. So when you're done, you're going to come and say P, and you would have completed your day number 6 of your Glow from Within challenge. That's it for today, guys. Remember to subscribe, remember to comment and share this. You do know somebody that is struggling with boundaries and you are tired of hearing them complain, so give them this video, share it with them so that they can also start healing from within. And obviously, when the time comes that you and I are doing our one-on-ones, we can go into your subconscious mind to know why exactly you're behaving like this, where did it start, and how can we help you heal. For now, do what I asked you to do, and we will talk very soon. Remember to order your journal. I have been receiving quite a lot of orders. Thank you to everyone. The soft copies also to Boots, they've already been ordered and sent through. People from USA, come on, join us. We are family. So yeah, anyone that wants a journal, anyone that has questions outside of the comments, please use the link in my bio to contact me, and I will be very, very responsive. I promise. Have yourself a wonderful night. See you tomorrow with day number 7.